Welcome back, guys. So in this video, we're going to be talking about HashSet. On the last video, we talked about HashMap. On this video, we're going to be talking about HashSet. So what is a HashSet, right? HashSet, in a very short sentence, I would say, is a collection of items where every item is unique. Okay. Now, what does that mean? So let's go ahead and create that. HashMap. Let's go ahead and create another package. My HashSet. Okay. Let's go ahead and create new class main. My HashSet. Okay. So let's go ahead and put the definition. Okay. HashSet is a collection of items. The collection of items where every item is unique. Okay. So how do we create one? So in this case, you just do HashSet, and again, it's coming from java.util. So HashSet equals new, not that, new HashSet. Okay. So the reason we're getting this thing because we have to say what type of value this would be. So we can say string, we can say integer, whatever we want, and not minus equal. So HashSet, you can say HashSet, doesn't matter. Yeah, you can just pick whatever name is you're more comfortable with. It's just an object name that you're creating. Again, remember from the hash map, right? We had this less than greater than sign over here as well. So HashSet, to create it, it's almost similar, I would say. So again, that's basically how you create it. And then if you want to add items to the HashSet, you just do HashSet dot, right here we have add, right? In this add, we can say, because it's a string, right? Because it's a string, we can say, let's say if we have names, right? We have John, HashSet dot add. We can have John, Jane, HashSet dot add, Jessica, right? Whatever. Let's say we just have that, right? If we want to print this out, how I would do this is, let's do s out, right? And then we do HashSet. Again, HashSet is the value that we have over here. So if I was to print this thing out and run it, right? We have all this value. Now, let's say I want to add this thing again. Okay. I want to add this thing again. So and then I want to s out HashSet. Okay. So I'll say over here, I'll say before oops. Oops. Why can't I do that? Anyways, so as you can see, I have this. Oops, that's why I'm getting this. S out. Now this thing, I'm going to say after. Okay. So we have this before, which is printing this out, and then after we add this. Okay, so let's go ahead and see the difference. Right, you see that, right? It's the same thing that's printing out. Reason being is because the chain already exists over here. Now, if I was to add, let's say HashSet dot add, right? And I just put, let's say David in here, right? In this case, what this would do, in the before, is going to have John, Jane, Jessica. In the after, we're going to have John, Jane, Jessica, and David. Okay, because Jane is not going to print because, again, every single value is unique. See that? Okay, this David got added in because, again, Jane already exists, but David doesn't. So that's why that thing got printed in. Okay. Again, if you want to check to see if something exists, you can do HashSet dot contains. Okay. HashSet dot contains. Yep. And then in the hash set, you can just say John or something, right? And if it was to, again, it's a Boolean value. So if it was to do S out, and you just do, and if you just do, I can just put this in there. I don't need to create a separate one. You can just do this, and if it was to print this out, again, it just give you true or false. If I was to put, let's say, ABC, this will just give me a false because obviously it doesn't exist, right? There you go. It doesn't exist, so it just gives me that false. Again, you can also remove item using dot remove. You can get the size. You can get the size of the hash map as well. Something. So it'll be the same thing as this, except you can do HashSet dot size, right? By doing this, it'll just give you the actual size. It says 4. Reason being, you have 1, 2. I'm sorry. You have 1, 2, 3, and then even though there's 2 over here, which is 5, but this chain is repeated, right? It has to be unique. So right here is 4. So this thing 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, if we was to print this thing here, this would give 3, and then afterward it will say 4. Oh, I apologize. I selected the wrong one. HashSet dot size. There you go. See, it gives you 3, and then it gives you 4. Okay, cool. Hopefully this makes sense to you guys. So again, the main difference on the HashSet is that every single item has to be unique. Okay. And in the hash map, obviously we went over that last time. It's just a key value pair. So yeah, hopefully this makes sense, guys. If you do have any questions, please do let us know. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do subscribe. And thank you so much, guys. Have a good one.